Republic Act 7832, Anti-Electric and Electric Transmission Lines, Materials Pilferage Act of 1994. These rules shall be known as the Implementing Rules and Regulations of the Anti-Pilferage of Electricity and Theft of Electric Transmission Lines, Materials Act of 1994. These rules shall be strictly construed to attain the efficient and effective implementation of RA 7832. Definition of terms. As used in this rules. A. ERB means the Energy Regulatory Board. B. DOE means the Department of Energy. C. ANEA means the National Electrification Administration. D. NPC means the National Power Corporation. E. Utility means the private or investor-owned electric utility and that owned and or operated by the municipal, city, provincial or national government. F. Cooperative means the rural electric cooperative. G. Electric power transmission line. Material refers to electric power transmission steel towers, wood poles, cables, wires, insulators, line hardwares, electrical conductors, and other related items with minimum voltage of 69 kV, 69 kV, such as the following. 1. Steel transmission line towers made of galvanized steel angular members and plates or creosoted and or tannalized wood poles, concrete poles and designed to carry and support the conductors. 2. Aluminum conductor steel reinforced, ACSR, in excess of 100 mcm. 3. Overhead ground wires made of 7 strands of galvanized steel wires, 3.08 mm in diameter and designed to protect the electrical conductors from lightning strikes. 4. Insulators made of porcelain or glass shell and designed to insulate the electrical conductors from steel towers or wood poles, and 5. Various transmission line hardwares and materials made of aluminum alloy or malleable steel and designed to interconnect the towers, conductors, ground wires, and insulators mentioned in subparagraphs 1, 2, 3, and 4, above for the safe and reliable operation of the transmission lines. H. Differential billing shall refer to the amount to be charged to the person concerned for the on-billed electricity illegally consumed as determined using methodologies outlined in Section 6 of RA 7832. I. Apprehension shall be understood to mean the discovery of the presence of any of circumstances enumerated in Section 4 of RA number 7832 in the establishment or outfit of the consumer concerned as personally witnessed and attested to by the consumer concerned or a duly authorized ERB representative or any officer of the law, as the case may be. J. Power sold by NPC or any other entity that supplies power directly to a consumer is deemed to be sale directly to the consumer if 1. The point of metering by the NPC or any other utility is less than 1,000 meters from the consumer, or 2. The consumer's electric consumption is 3% or more of the total load consumption of all the customers of the utility, or 3. There is no other consumer connected to the distribution line of the utility which connects to the NPC or any other utility point of metering to the consumer meter. K. Current bill shall mean the latest monthly bill served by the utility or cooperative which does not include any period before the time of apprehension. L. Current rate shall mean the average rate of electricity per kilowatt hour as reflected in the current bill. Rule 2. Illegal use of electricity and theft of electric power transmission lines and materials. Section 2. Illegal use of electricity. It shall be unlawful for any person, natural or juridical, private or public to a. Tap, make, or cause to be made any connection with overhead lines, service drops, or other electric service wires, without previous authority or consent of the private electric utility or rural electric cooperative concerned. B. tap, make or cause to be made any connection to the existing electric service facilities of any duly registered consumer without the latter's or the electric utility's consent or authority. C. Tamper, install or use a tampered electrical meter, jumper, current reversing transformer, shorting or shunting wire, loop connection or any other device which interferes with a proper or accurate registry or metering of electric current or otherwise results in its diversion in a manner whereby electricity is stolen or wasted. D. Damage or destroy an electric meter, equipment, wire or conduit or allow any of them to be so damaged or destroyed as to interfere with the proper or accurate metering of electric current, and E. Knowingly use or receive the direct benefit of electric service obtained through any of the acts mentioned in subsections A, B, C, and D, above. Section 3. Theft of electric power transmission lines and materials. It shall be unlawful for any person, natural or juridical, public or private to 1. Cut, saw, slice, separate, split, severe, smelt or remove electric transmission line, material or meter from a tower, pole, or other installation where it may be rightfully, lawfully stored, deposited, etc. without the consent of the owner, whether for profit or gain. 2. Take, carry away or remove or transfer any electric power transmission line, material or meter from tower, pole, or any other installation where it may be rightfully, lawfully stored, deposited, etc. without the consent of the owner, whether for profit or gain. 3. Store, possess or otherwise keep in premises, custody or control, any electric power transmission line, material or meter without consent of the owner, whether for profit or gain. 4. Load, carry, ship, or move from one place to another, whether by land, air or sea, any electric power transmission line, material whether for profit or gain without clearance from NPC or its regional office. 5. In Section 3, take note here that electrical power transmission line, material refers to electric power steel towers, wood poles, cables, wires, insulators, line hardware, electrical conductors, and other related items with a minimum voltage of 69 kV. Rule 3. Prima facie evidence. Section 4. Prima facie evidence of illegal use of electricity. The presence of any of the following circumstances shall constitute prima facie evidence of illegal use of electricity by the person benefited thereby. A. The presence of a bored hole on the glass cover of the electric meter or at the back or any part of said meter. B. The presence of salt, sugar and other elements inside the electric meter that could result in the inaccurate registration of the meter's internal parts to prevent its accurate registration of consumption of electricity. C. The existence of any wiring connection which affects the normal operation or registration of the electric meter. D. The absence of an ERB/NE seal or the presence of a tampered, broken or fake seal on the meter or mutilated, altered or tampered meter recording chart or graph or computerized chart, graph or log. E. The presence of a current reversing transformer, jumper, shorting and or shunting wire and or loop connection or any other similar device in any part of a building or its premises which is subject to the control of the consumer or on the electric meter. F. The mutilation, alteration, reconnection, disconnection, bypassing or tampering of instruments, transformers and accessories. G. The destruction of or attempt to destroy any integral accessory of the metering device box which encases an electric meter or its metering accessories, and H. The acceptance of money and or other valuable consideration by any officer or employee of the electric utility concerned or the making of such an offer to any such officer or employee for not reporting the presence of any of the circumstances enumerated in subparagraphs A, B, C, D, E, F, or G. Hereof. A prima facie evidence of illegal use of electricity shall be the basis for a. Immediate disconnection by the electric utility or cooperative to such person after due notice, b. The holding of preliminary investigation by the prosecutor and the subsequent filing in court of the pertinent information, and c. The lifting of any temporary restraining order or injunction which may have been issued against a utility or cooperative. To constitute prima facie evidence, the discovery of any of the circumstances enumerated in Section 1 hereof, must be personally witnessed and attested to by the consumer concerned or a duly authorized ERB representative or any officer of the law, or as the case may be. An ERB authorized representative is one who is assigned to conduct testing of electric meters or inspection of electric lines and facilities of any distribution entity, or one who may be specially authorized by the duly authorized head of the main or regional ERB offices. An officer of the law is any person who, by direct provision of law or by election or by appointment by competent authority, is charged with the maintenance of public order and the protection and security of life and property, such as barangay captain, barangay chairman, barangay councilman, barangay leader, officer or member of barangay community brigades, barangay policeman, plug-and-play policeman, municipal councilor, municipal mayor and provincial fiscal. The possession, control, or custody of electric power transmission line, material by any person, natural or juridical, not engaged in the transformation, transmission, or distribution of electric power, or in the manufacture of such electric power transmission line, material shall be prima facie evidence that such line, material is the fruit of the offense defined in Section 2, Rule 2 hereof, and such line, material may be confiscated from the person in possession, control, or custody thereof. Rule 6. Penalties. A. Violation of Section 2. The penalty of prison may or a fine ranging from 10,000 pesos to 20,000 pesos or both, at the discretion of the court, shall be imposed on any person found guilty of violating Section 2 hereof. B. Violation of Section 3. The penalty of reclusion temporal or a fine ranging from 50,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos or both at the discretion of the court, shall be imposed on any person found guilty of violating Section 3 hereof. C. Provision common to violations of Section 2 and Section 3 hereof. If the offense is committed by, or in connivance with, an officer or employee of the power company, private electric utility or rural electric cooperative concerned, such officer or employee shall, upon conviction, be punished with a penalty 1 degree higher than the penalty provided herein, and forthwith be dismissed and perpetually disqualified from employment in any public or private utility or service company and from holding any public office. Points to remember. 1. To constitute prima facie evidence, it is required that the discovery must be personally witnessed and attested to by an officer of the law or a duly authorized representative of ERB, now ERC. 2. Prima facie evidence is one which establishes a fact. Officer of the law refers to any person who, by direct provision of law or by election or by appointment by competent authority, is charged with the maintenance of public order and the protection and security of life and property, such as barangay captain, chairman, leader, barangay policeman, PNP policeman, municipal councilor, and municipal mayor. Rule 3, Section 5 IRR of RA 7832. 3. Penalties for illegal act regarding the use of electricity. 4. How is electricity sold to the consumers? 5. Understanding the rate of electricity. The teacher may arrange the class schedule for a forum with invited. 6. Personnel from the utility company to talk about the rates of electricity. 7. Who are qualified to install an electrical wiring system of a residential house? 8. Cost and estimate of residential wiring installation. 9. Labor for electrical wiring installation and repair. The end.